evening, everybody. Thank you for attending the Racing for Recovery support group meeting. We are focused on maintaining a drug-free and healthy lifestyle since 2001. Our open forum meeting welcomes parents, adolescents, recovering individuals, and anyone who supports our mission. Your suggestions, comments, or ideas are welcome to make our meeting the best they can be. The Racing for Recovery support group meeting is a cutting-edge alternative to what is currently offered by combining substance abusers, families, friends, and the public at large. We have created an environment that is beneficial to everyone that has been affected by alcohol and drug addiction. Meeting start time is 6:30, so please be on time. Please turn off cell phones and refrain from making posts to social media during the meeting. Please only one person speaks at a time. We will gladly sign your attendance slips and you can get them after the discussion. Honesty is required. Feel free to openly share your comments and points of view, how substance abuse has impacted your life. This meeting is open to people of all ages and welcomes diversity, so please refrain from using excessive foul language and language that discriminates against any race, gender, religion, ethnicity, sexual orientation, or disability in order to maintain an atmosphere of respect and dignity. If you see a visitor, a new member, or a returning member that you haven't seen in a while, please welcome them into our program. Your confidentiality is important to us. However, please be mindful. This is a live stream meeting and is open to Racing for Recovery members around the globe. Please refrain from getting up and leaving during the meeting in progress. Please throw away your trash in the proper receptacles. If you are smoking, we encourage you to stop, but please do not smoke on or around our property. And if this is anybody's first time meeting, welcome. And if I could have somebody please read the guidelines to living a lifestyle of recovery.
Guidelines for living a lifestyle of recovery. The lifestyle of recovery guidelines are intended to be utilized by recovering individuals, their families, and anyone else who is striving to avoid substance abuse and achieve sobriety. 1. Recognizing that substance abuse ruins lives.
Thank you. We will go ahead with introductions here. You do not have to identify as an alcoholic or addict, but if it's helpful to you, please feel free to do so. So if we could know your name, why you decided to join us today, or your favorite fall activity. Albert, start.
Albert Miller. I passed off, please. Thanks.
Thank you.
Paul, I chose Racing for Recovery because this is what I do on Thursday nights for my mental wellness. And the favorite thing I like about fall is I get to wear sweaters.
Hi, I'm Tiffany. I'm a therapist at Racing for Recovery, and I love the vibe and I love the people.
I'm Chelsea. I am an addict and alcoholic, and I'm here for a better quality of life. My favorite thing about fall is it's my son's birthday.
My name's Jeff, and I come here as part of my routine. This place helped change the way I think. And my favorite thing about fall is there's football on every single night.
I'm Zach. I came to racing just for the holistic approach to recovery, and my favorite thing about fall is bonfires.
Hi, I'm Pat. I chose racing because I heard good things about it and things about all the people here. My favorite thing about fall is my birthday.
Hi, I'm Danielle, and I'm here to give and receive support. And my favorite thing to do in fall, when it's fall, apple picking.
Nice. My name's Cody. I'm here at racing because this is where I belong. This is my community now. These are my peers, and I'm happy to meet their family and their friends in our community. More people, the better. And I'm gonna steal Pat's. My birthday's coming up too, buddy.
My name is Austin. I need to be here tonight for the camaraderie and the support. And my favorite activity is the hunt for that perfect costume.
Hey, I'm Case. I'm here to listen to and my favorite thing about the fall is the weather. It's perfect for tennis.
I'm Mustafa. I heard this is a good program, and I don't just want to get sober. I want to continue. I want to stay sober, and I heard this program that really care about everybody that's here, and it'll probably help me with my problem.
I'm Blaze. I'm here tonight because this meeting is in alignment with my wellness journey. Some of my favorite things about fall are eggnog, campfires, and haunted attractions.
Hi, I'm Kelly. I am here because this is what I do on Thursday nights. It is definitely just part of my routine, has been for some time, will continue to always be. My favorite thing about fall is everything with the family, with the grandsons. We love everything from the apple orchards to the pumpkin patches to the trick or treat. And shout out happy birthday to my grandsons, Rhett and Lincoln, today.
Happy birthday.
Hi, I'm Billy. I'm here to support my brother.
And Joe, I'm here because this is what I do every Thursday. My favorite thing for fall is changing the color of the leaves.
My name's Jessica. I'm here because this is my second home and to support Shane. I love everything about fall, so I could just go on for a good 10 minutes. And this is Joey, our daughter.
Hi, Joey.
My name's Sheila, and I'm here on Thursday to stay in the know. And I like, what do I like? I like maple and stuff like that. I don't know. I just like fall. It's okay.
My name Mark. I'm here because I'm grateful and I get to be here. And my favorite activity is raking leaves, blowing leaves, jumping in leaves, anything leaf related.
I'm Bree. I'm here because this is a healthy part of my recovery journey, and my favorite part about fall is taking my kids trick or treating.
Good evening, group. I'm John. I'm here for support. It's already been said. I think it's the colors of leaves and bonfires. Thank you.
Hi, I'm Brian. Come to Thursdays is what I do. What I love about fall is that I am busy with birthdays. I have a son turning 18. Got another kid turning 17. Mom's is turning 72. I think I have a big mama that's around there too as well. But I'm very busy around fall.
I'm Jason. I'm here because this is part of my routine and Shane was at the helm. My favorite part about fall is Michigan football.
Hey, I'm Michael. This is part of my sobriety every week. And I've got 3 teenager boys, so football, soccer, and band season it is.
I'm George. This is just what I do on Thursday evenings. My favorite thing about fall is the cooler weather.
I'm Pam. I come to this meeting to heal from trauma and addiction. And my favorite things are definitely dressing up, but also just like the way that the sights and the sounds and everything sort of progress. Like it gets kind of spooky and eerie and quiet. Love watching the trees lose their leaves and get more and more spooky. So yeah. Thanks.
I'm Kenzie. I am here to heal from addiction and an eating disorder. And my favorite activity is definitely dressing my kids up for Halloween.
I'm Michelle. I am here because this is what we do on Thursday nights. And let's see, I'm a lot like Jessica, there's a million things. I like the leaves, I like the cooler weather, and I like college basketball.
My name's Kim. I come here to support my daughter. I love fall. I love the sunshine with the cooler weather, the leaves changing, and obviously one of the most important people in my life was born in the fall. And she'll be 30, so I'm feeling really old.
Thank you.
I'm JJ. I'm here because I get to be here. Favorite thing about the fall is when summer's over, it's not gonna be as hot. And as usual, I'd like to say hi to my good friend Patty who's watching tonight.
Patty.
Hey.
I'm Mitchell. I'm here to be better today than I was yesterday. And my favorite thing about fall is Halloween.
I'm Steve. I'm here because I get to do great things and witness great things. And my favorite thing about fall is just a change of season.
Oh, yeah, sorry. I'm Adam. I love the vibe in this place. Every day seems to get better and better. I love fall. It's our wedding anniversaries in the fall. Kids' birthdays in the fall. And definitely the cooler weather. I'm with JJ and George. I do not like the heat. So much fun.
I'm Amanda. I am like Steve, and I am here because I am honored to be here because I get to witness some great things. What do I love about fall? I love everything about fall. The weather, the leaves, the spooky season, and that Christmas is next. Well, I mean, all the family events, everything's coming. I love all of it.
Hi, I'm Sai. I'm here to visit my mother and because it's good to be here. And my favorite thing about fall is definitely wearing sweaters. I'm a sweater kind of guy.
I'm his mother.
Yeah, that's fine.
Hi, I'm Heather, and I'm here because this place has shown me what a home is supposed to feel like. There's a couple things I love about fall. I like seeing the changes in God's creation. And my birthday's in November. I will be turning 40. And my favorite thing thus far is I have a 2-year-old, and it's just such a joy to watch her discover pumpkins and spiders and witches and just her vocabulary changing with the season, and just watching her explore the season is truly a joy.
I'm Savannah. I'm here for a better quality of life. And my favorite thing about fall is my birthday.
I'm Robert, and this is my second time
on a Thursday, and I do not like the
I am Ryan. I am here to be near and dear with my peers. No drug or alcohol, so I can keep the signal clear. I am on board with the fall spooky train. I like the spookiness and the change and the coolness and the smells. There's a lot.
Good evening, everybody. I am Tim. I am here. This is part of my journey, and I feel like this has become part of me, and I couldn't feel more blessed because of that. I'll take one of everything that everybody said, minus you not liking fall and minus your Michigan football. That can stay over there. And also, I get to be reunited in the fall with my crock pot. That's a bonus for me. I think that's about it.
My name's Shane. I'm here because I have the privilege of doing so. I am humbled and honored to be up here tonight. My favorite part of fall is probably the break in cooler weather to be able to exercise and not have my heart rate spike to deadly consequences. Again, thank you all for being here. If I could have somebody who has it read the answer.
Yes. Running from the misery, trying to escape the pain. As I approach the light of hope that lies before me. Each step overwhelms me, every breath sears my throat. I ache, my body rebels against me. My memories torment me. Agony has become my closest companion. My demons mock me as I dangle helplessly above the abyss of alcohol and drug abuse. The voices all sound the same, criticizing, accusing, blaming me for what has happened. They don't understand. They don't care who I am. I am a human being full of thoughts and feelings I'm worth saving to show me the way. At last, I reach the light of promise. There stands the answer. Open arms, understanding smiles, looks of trust, and so it begins racing for recovery.
Thank you, Heather. Before I get started with what I have for tonight, would anybody like to share anything?
I got some stuff. I got some announcements, I think.
Yeah,
Okay.
Yes, go right ahead.
All right, cool.
I don't think we get paid if you don't.
All right, that's good. Let me get these out of the All right, so these are our support group announcements for the week. So on Monday, we have a book study here from 4 to 5. They're currently going over the Creating book. Again, all of these are open to the public. Tuesday, we have our men and women's peer-led support group meeting. That is from 4 to 5 as well. Wednesday, we have the BAC recovery group from 6:30 to 8:30. Begins with the dinner being served at 6. The church shuttle bus leaves from over at Siegel Suites in the front parking lot there at 5:15 p.m. Thursday, we have our free plant-based dinner, music for all group attendees from 5:30 to 6:30. Can we give a shout out to Chef Dean and all of our It was delicious tonight, by the way. Now we are at our signature live support group meeting. That is from 6:30 to 7:30. It's available in person and live stream on Facebook and YouTube. Family and friends are welcome, the more the merrier. Thank you to our tech crew. We have Herbster and Matt up here tonight. Let's give them a big round. On Saturdays, we have community connections from 2:30 to 5. That is also friends, family. Like I said, the more the merrier. Let's get them all out here, support each other. Sunday, we have a run walk optional support group meeting from 8 to 9 at Wildwood Metro Park. And then also the Bedford Alliance Church service at 11 a.m. The shuttle bus for that leaves from in front of Seagull Suites over there again at 10:15 a.m. Please check out our books. We have the 100, the coffee table book, picture book, pretty cool. Do No Harm. We also have the Creating. We have Choices and Consequences. There's more than one way to get to Cleveland, and Racing for Recovery from Addict to Ironman. We also have a couple of DVDs there. What do you got there, Ryan?
Addict and Running with Demons.
Cool. Yeah, all good stuff. Please check those out. How much are these, did you say? I'm glad you asked me, Shane. Lifetime membership at an unbelievable price of free to these groups.
Free 99.
Free 99. Thank you.
All it costs you is honesty.
Yeah, actually, all we ask for in return, please go on Google and Yelp and give us some reviews.
Thank you, Tim.
Thanks, Tim.
I didn't get a chance. Were there any other hands? Anybody need to share anything before we get started? All right. So diving into what I have going on here, I'd like to get started with kind of a broad question, and then share a little bit about what that means to me, and open the floor up here. So the question being, how are you creating sustainability and longevity in your sobriety, health, or lifestyle? I know for me, coming into Racing for Recovery, I always looked at sobriety as a destination and not a lifestyle that I could envelop and make part of my existence for the rest of my time here on Earth. Coming to Racing for Recovery gave me a chance to look at sobriety with new lenses that gave me hope, confidence, and confidence in what I was doing was making the right choice for myself. Some paramount or pivotal moments in my sobriety, which could consist of like learning, unlearning things, engaging in new patterns of behavior. A big one for me, building self-confidence and recognizing my worth. Getting vulnerable, sharing about things. I know for a long time I personally was pretty closed up and unwilling to dive into a lot of things. Appreciation for things that do not have monetary value. There are a lot of things that money can't buy in this world. I know for me and Jessica over there, we always joke about how hard, dang it, how hard we worked at making our life boring. But also being able to add excitement to that too, you know. The excitement will come whether we're ready for it or not. So, yeah, I'd like to open it up with that, guys.
Thank you, Shane.
So I'll ask it one more time. I might have lost you guys there. So how are you creating sustainability and longevity in your sobriety, health, or lifestyle? Go ahead, Brian.
For sustainability, probably goes back, it's my routine. It's that routine that has given me, or building that structure, that discipline. I just finished up anger management today. It's part of my Thursdays, was every Thursday these past 5 weeks, and I just finished up, and Laura is her name, who does over at Providence Center. She does a great job over there. She said, you know, B, you can come back, it's free now, just don't mess up again. You know, with my routine, it gives me the freedom to have more space in my life. It gives me, I'm able to make room for God in my life more. To appreciate the things that I took for granted at one point in time. So it has to be routine. It's sustainability.
Thank you, man.
Kenzie.
I was here for 10 months, but when I came back, there were a couple of things that happened. I realized I needed to make a complete lifestyle change, or I was going to keep running back to what I was going to. It didn't matter if it was going to be a year from now, 5 years from now, I would end up back where I was at. And so I actually have been working with Joey more on like being in the gym, eating healthy, and holding myself accountable to those things. Because those are things that I'm going to need throughout my life. Those are things that my kids need in their lives. They need to be able to see their mother being healthy and independent before I have them fully back in my life. And that was a huge thing that I had to realize a couple of weeks ago, is giving my kids' father temporary custody so I could fully focus on myself, because that is a struggle for me. It's really hard for me to focus on myself when I have two little ones out there, and I know that they need me, and I know that every parent has that feeling, I'm sure. But I just know what I need to do going forward, and I hope that that continues, and I know that the peer and staffs here are here to support me through that, and I just have to continue being vulnerable. And one thing that I've been working with my therapist on too is not looking at sobriety as a lifelong thing. I'm sober today, and that's what matters to me. And that's it.
Do you think you're slowing down at all these days?
Yeah, definitely.
Yeah, Shane, you had said something about learning to value non-monetary things. For me, time is the most valuable thing. It is something that I cannot get back. I have an 18-year-old and a 2-year-old. And I had to understand and grasp the concept this time around, because I used to take my 2-year-old with me to rehab with me. And I had to realize that separating from her was the best for both of us. But coming here, my SUD counselor helped me understand that I had to put my toddler's needs, my need of wanting to be with her and like trying to hurry up through this and rush through it. My need to be with her, I needed to put her need to have me long term first. And that is what really helped me slow down in this process. I've been here 10 months, and I'll probably be here another 6 months to a year, because I don't ever want to have to come back to a facility and be separated from her again. Time is so precious, and like I said, it's something that we can't get back. And so I also make sure I'm filling the time that I'm away from her, and I'm making it count every day by learning as much as I possibly can and being the best person I possibly can be. First, when I was coming here, it was difficult being away from her. But I'm at ease today. I'm at peace with it. This is exactly how it was supposed to be. And I have acceptance with that today. And so, yeah, that's what's helped me slow down and understand that it's a journey, not a destination.
What are those moments like if you get stronger now? Do you believe, how are they different than if you were to be trying to do that?
I think I value them more. You know, it's tough going from addiction to toddler mode, you know. And honestly, I have full custody of her, but I don't think I'm ready for her full time. And that's just me being honest with myself. Toddlers are a lot of work, and I'm still learning how to be patient again, how to, you know what I mean, how to be a mom again. So I think it's great that I have that time away from her, while I'm slowly learning how to be that mom again.
Austin.
So when I first got here, I knew, or I learned rather, that I had to make lifestyle changes, but I didn't know how drastic I had to make them, if that makes sense. I wanted to fill in the gaps that where I would use, I wanted to put in healthy activities. So I was hitting the gym probably within a week or two. I was playing pool, trying to connect with peers even though I didn't know how. Like, I was doing all those things. And then for about 3 weeks I slacked. And the last few days I realized something was up, something was different. And it was because I stepped away from those activities and I let myself relax and get complacent, I think is the word. And so today, or probably about the last week, I've been hitting the pool table again. I've been walking again. And today, it was just a really hard day. And I'm like, something's wrong here. What do I need to do? And I'm going to hit the gym. It was only a half hour. It's been about 3 weeks since I've hit it, but it still made a world of difference in my mood and my stability. And so that's how I'm going to make that last, is just keeping up those healthy routines. Stay disciplined in what I need to do and keep the drive going.
Thank you, Austin.
Thank you.
I mean, you said it there. I was going to ask you, how do you think that'll lead to having discipline or motivation to get in there? Has your motivation to do that changed? For what reason?
It changed for a little bit, and it was physical. I broke my foot for a while. It's still broken, but now it's less pain. I'm off the cane and everything. So I didn't know if I could hit the gym or not, but I just worked on upper body instead of doing anything with my lower body. And I'm like, oh, I can still do it. Why am I not here then? So the discipline and the motivation was lacking, and I'm going to get back on the bandwagon and love myself and do the next right thing every day from now on.
Thanks, Austin.
Thank you.
Steve.
You said, how are we working on sustain? For me, when I first got here, it was a lot to take in. I wanted to, I guess, not be an overachiever, but I wanted it all right away. The longer I stay here, the more I'm starting to realize that if you sit back and watch the people that are achieving things, the main thing they're doing is taking their time, and they hang out with like-minded people. They give themselves grace, and I don't necessarily want what anybody else has, but I definitely want to be in that group of people that no longer has any fear of ever being alone, because when you surround yourself by people who are sober and doing the right thing in life, you tend to follow suit. And for me, building lifelong friendships is a hard thing. That's something I struggled with, and I'm working on it now. And I'm sure it's been said, but you stick around here long enough and drink the Kool-Aid, you can tell who really drinks it and who just says they drink it. The results speak for themselves, and learning is a process. So once again, like I said, you got to take your time and enjoy the small things. It's really great to see people succeed, including when you see yourself succeed, and sometimes you don't see it right away. But this is a great place, and there's some great people here. It's a lot of fun. It's interesting.
Do you think what you find value in another person has changed?
Most definitely. I used to value other people's opinions, what they thought of me. Now, I value their the word, their genuine feelings towards others without wanting something in return. To genuinely be proud of somebody, and you know, it's not about, sometimes it's not about what you say, it's what you do. So that's a big thing with me now.
Something integrity,
Yeah.
authenticity.
Yeah, definitely.
Thank you, Steve.
No problem.
Pamela.
Hello. So, I'm not from here. I came here with the intention of staying for a week, and that was 3 years ago. And it ended up being like an 8-month spiral into the darkest stuff I've ever seen in my life. And since then, I have had the opportunity to interact with like so many different philosophies of recovery and how to keep that. But what I learned at Racing for Recovery is what's going to keep me clean. And I actually had the opportunity earlier today to talk to someone about that. I was like, this is, check out this meeting. This is the stuff that's going to help me. And when I say that, I think that I mean like the lifestyles. Not just that, but like making sure that each part of my life gets some attention and not all the attention or not no attention. So that if one part kind of falls off, or like I had a physical issue this last month, I still had my spirituality and my support system and my art and things like that. And that way my life hasn't just, it can't really fall apart because I have all these areas of my life that I'm nurturing instead of just a couple things. So I think that's gonna help me. That's what's been helping me, and that's what's gonna help me. So.
Can I ask you, what is the biggest indicator for you that balance is off between those alternatives?
When I'm focused too much on what everyone else is doing or what people are saying or thinking or doing, and not worrying about me and how I'm reacting or coping with that. It always comes back to me and how I'm gonna process or cope with something. But when I notice that I'm worried too much about other people, I know that things have gone bad or are going to.
Michelle.
Can you ask a question again, Shane?
Yeah. How are you creating sustainability in your sobriety, health, or lifestyle? Longevity.
I think what I was going to say, or what I'm going to say is, the best part about racing is that it's different every day. Like we work on different things all the time. But I think for me, the main focus is focusing on myself and having compassion for myself and supporting myself. And that's just where, when I drop off, that's usually that's my indicator when I stop taking care of myself. Maybe in all those areas that Pam just talked about, when I start missing too many of those, it just falls apart. So working on the skills or the mindset, I guess, that I matter. That and I just chuckled right along with you, Shane. Like it's funny, but that how would you treat another person like you treat yourself? That's a hard concept it's not hard to grasp, but it's hard to practice. So like today in IOP, we watched something and
One of the things that I wrote down, again, this is more geared towards spirituality, but it brings it back to myself, is that I wrote, well, the statement was God brought me here, and I put in parentheses again, because it's not my first time here, to remind me who I am. And that for some reason just hit me really hard, like what we do here at Racing is to remind me who I am and to build on who I am. The only thing I need is myself to stay afloat, you know. There's lots of components to that, I suppose, and we cover those in so many things at Racing for Recovery, that we're fortunate that it's different here. We have a choice. We learn different concepts, and I don't know, it just all, at the end of the day, I have to take care of myself. And people who have large families or have children, which I don't, you have to take care of yourself before you can take care of anybody else. So that's what I'm doing here in a slow process. Like Steve said, it's slow and steady. But I'm determined to be able to love myself before I walk out the door.
Michelle.
Michelle. Yeah, I know, all right. So those of you that don't know, I get the privilege most days out of the week to sit at a table with Michelle, and I really enjoy listening to her speak. And you were talking about the choice thing, you're talking about the other concepts. What's one of the other concepts that's really helped you to get where you are right now?
Definitely spirituality, without a doubt. I'm gonna say self-compassion. I think it's that working on the self-compassion, and sorry, Amanda, I keep like that, knowing my values. Like I jokingly said I go to work now and I share my values with all my coworkers, whether they like it or not. Because if I know what my values are, I believe, again, this is the practice of, that I will align myself and live my life according to my values. They may change, but those core ones are probably gonna remain, like connection. When I leave Racing, I will not, Racing for Recovery, sorry Todd, I will not disconnect this time. Connection is important, service is important to me. Humor, being my table buddy, you know how much humor is important to me. So knowing what those values are, I pursue those things because that's what's gonna feed my soul. And I think that's, at the end of the day, I am the most important person in the room to me. And we all should be. But we all are together in this process, and that's what makes it great.
I like that self-compassion piece.
Yeah. I had to get my notes out.
No, well, you say self-compassion, and I chuckled because, like, if you would have asked me in addiction, are you kind to yourself? Yeah, I co-sign all my BS. So, but like truly uncovering and finding what the true meaning of that is.
Yes.
Mitchell.
How am I sustaining sobriety, mental wellness, or health and everything? Well, I would say that spirituality is a huge thing. Something I can carry with me everywhere I go. Having a good foundation. And going to the gym and just overall being healthy gives way for me at least, it gives way for clearer thinking. It gives way for just better choices in the day. Not all perfect gemstones, but they're better than they have been. And kind of building on that with my core values will give me, and identifying with those core values more importantly, a foundation that I can take with me everywhere I go. So next not next, but when I work on my career aspect or school aspect or like even if something goes wrong with those, I'm not just left out in the dark. Those are pretty easily influenced from outside situations, whereas the other three aren't. Those are things that I can do that I have direct control over. So I mean that's how I create sustainability, creating a routine and kind of like a safety net for a safety net, so to speak. So that's about it.
And utilizing the gym and developing that healthy routine, you mentioned kind of it giving you clarity and clearing the way for today. Has that been something that you've done before or discovered when you came here and started doing that, or?
Well, I've always been in and out of fitness and health kicks and whatnot. But I never did it for myself. It was always for like a secondary reason, or God forbid somebody else. So it never came with clarity. Those times. This is the first time that I've had the resources that I have that involve the gym and otherwise that I can do it for myself. So I think no to your answer. No, it's not something I've done before. It wasn't until Racing for Recovery that I gained that self-confidence to make that decision for myself, regardless of what anyone else may have said or didn't say, or whatever the case may be.
Yeah, I think in that, just putting yourself in that position to have a successful day is great. Because the excitement, as I said earlier, is going to come, whether you like it or not, whether it's good or bad. It just will come. So the better you can do to set yourself up to overcome those things is pivotal and paramount, I would say.
Cody.
Yeah, this is all very new to me. I'm very new to sobriety, new to this facility. I didn't even know very much about racing. I just had a coworker that, Racing for Recovery, sorry Todd. I had a coworker that had been through here, and I was at a point where I needed help somehow, some way. So I reached out to him, and he got the ball rolling, and this is great. Kind of like Michelle said, it's like I'm taking the best parts of who I was and building a whole new person, which is great. And how we have this holistic approach. I'm working out for the first time ever with weights. I've always done cardio, and I'm doing that a lot too. We got loop buddies. We go hit the loop a few times, once after a workout maybe. I don't mind the plant-based growth. Thank you guys, JJ and Steve, our kitchen volunteers. They do a great job with shifting. The support here is amazing. So it's trying to learn the self-compassion part is a huge thing too, which the staff is amazing, and we were talking about earlier, it's like, what are you going to fill your toolbox with? And they're giving me tools left and right, so I love it, and I've only been here for a little bit, so I'm really happy to see where it's going to go and how I can keep this going, so thank you very much.
I see you doing that right now, Cody. Giving yourself that compassion.
Yeah, I kept myself on a gerbil wheel of drug use and numbness and workaholism. Like, just work, numb, work. So, I feel like I'm alive for the first time really in like 15 years. It feels good. You know, we're not crying when I do this, but that's okay.
It's okay. I appreciate you joining the team.
Yeah.
Yeah, and I think simply too, the self-compassion part too is just that simple act of just feeling it first time in a long time.
And one more thing too, the BAC and Herbster and the spiritual growth is amazing too, because I never had that in my life. And that's a whole nother great aspect to this program. Love it. Love that.
This is like the first year that I actually maintained my sobriety for the first time in my life. I've said this multiple times. Change is what I get like. This change feels really different this time around. And I'm more open-minded to suggestions from other people. And this month would be a year for me in sobriety for the first time, so I'm like nervous, but I'm happy that I'm doing this, you know. By the grace of God, you know, this wouldn't be possible for guys.
Thank you, Rob.
Casey. Shane, I really like what you said. Like working really hard to create a boring life, and the excitement comes anyway, regardless. Yeah, that feels so correct. And for me, that's like the routines. You know, just discovering what are the healthy habits that we enjoy and sticking to it. My favorite, I have like a collection of notebooks since being here, and my favorite one is this. I call it my to-done book, to-do list, but to-done list. So I just write these little like healthy habits. Like today, I went to Panda Express and got a super green side. I wrote that down. It felt so good. Yeah. I really like this place. Like I couldn't have asked for a better. Like I'm also not from Toledo, and my stay here was meant to be temporary until you know, my family could take me in. So I moved in with my caretaker, and yeah, I just started with him. But you know, coming from New York, there was just so much commotion, and everything was geared towards accomplishments rather than kindness and goodness. You know, and I feel being here in Toledo, it feels a lot more like home, you know. Just the way that people treat each other. Yeah, I feel really lucky to be here. I think I came to Toledo to sort of fortify extend my sobriety, but I'm here like strengthening my character. So yeah, I think just like taking pride, feeling accomplished by the little things, the little healthy habits that add up. That's how I'm trying to make my sobriety sustainable.
Casey, celebrate those wins.
Brian. I love what Michelle said about valuing yourself. I know through my active addiction, I used to devalue myself physically, emotionally, and spiritually. But the value of, you know, that's always been there of me always holding myself back. The drugs disagree with that decision. That makes sense. So yeah, don't go too far. Don't go too high. Don't live up to your potential. Stay down here. That's where we like you at. You know, I wish I would have found this place now than I did before I started. That makes sense. You know, when you have that, you know, that light in you, you know, make sure, you know, if the light in you shines brighter than the light on you, man. Don't dim the lights. Live it up. I was telling cousin here, we went from the clearance rack to the back on the shelves now, you know. But you know, there's value in our routine, in our relationships, our connections. Value that itself, you know. I am so grateful that I get to be here. This is awesome, man.
Thank you, Brian. I like how you identified devaluing self, because I too had done that for quite some time. Even though, and I've seen you around and have a huge support system, people that see that value in you. It's great.
Paul, me, I've learned that even though I had some sobriety at one time, that wasn't sobriety what I had. What I had was some dry drunk time. Being here, I've learned that in order for me to maintain my sobriety and be happy maintaining my sobriety, I have to find the cause in which why I was destroying myself and why I kept choosing to destroy myself. You know, I never really understood that the trauma that I was going through, that I've been through, really had as much effect on me that it did, because I truly believe that was just part of life. You know, we couldn't find out it really wasn't part of life. It was something traumatic, and I tried to downplay it, and when I felt the hurt or whatever, I used. That's the only way I knew to combat the usage. The pain. You know, I've learned here that I can get past the pain if I accept it. Accept it for what it is. You know, you have people here that is just incredible and making you see yourself, you know, for the person that you really are. And there's a person that inside of me that I want to let die. And he needs to die in order for the new Paul to come to life, you know. And I'm working on that daily. You know, I'm trying to be a little more approachable than what I used to be. You know, and it's just, I found a joy in this sobriety that I've never had before. You know, I'm very grateful for being here. You know, I've met some wonderful people, and I've met some people that taught me that I have to love me. I have to love myself first before I can share any love with anybody else. You know, and that's just one of the most precious things that I've learned since I've been here is to love me. You know, find out what hurts me and what causes that pain in order for me to get past it. Then I'll be able to love myself. That I'm done.
I enjoy being around Paul and love himself.
Well, I'm not really sure on this, but I think it's the short answer for me is just I will sustain long-term sobriety by finding balance, whatever that looks like in my life. I feel like for a long time I was a very selfish person and didn't consider others. I poisoned myself, so those are the reasons why now I'm going to take care of my health. Do some things like service work to give back to people that struggle with things that I struggle with, and find ways to, I've even been bad to our earth, you know, very wasteful, very, those kinds of things. It's more like about balance and wholeness for me, or oneness maybe. Probably some with setting myself aside from others as well. Find ways to not judge so much and be one with people and with our earth. I think that's what it's going to be for me.
Question, Blaze, do you Do you return your shopping cart today?
Scrapped it and recycling. Good.
Gotta do that no more.
Heather?
I just wanted to end with some gratitude. So I've been here 10 months. And aside from playing with my toddler and participating in BAC, one of the greatest joys has been seeing new people come in here. And you just see it hit them, that aha moment. They're starting to grasp what we're learning. They are exploring their spirituality. It's all coming together for them. And it's been such a joy to witness that, being here as long as I have. Truly, it lights up my day every day. And I love every single one of my peers here more than they probably know. But I just wanted to share that gratitude. It's been such a pleasure to be a part of this, to see that them growth spurts every day from people who are just coming in. It's magical.
Truly. Kelly, autobiography, please.
Autobiography in 5 short chapters. I walk down the street, there's a deep hole in the sidewalk. I fall in, I am lost, I am hopeless, it isn't my fault, it takes forever to find a way out. I walk down the same street, there's a deep hole in the sidewalk. I pretend I don't see it, I fall in again. I can't believe I am in the same place, but it isn't my fault. It takes a long time to get out. I walk down the same street, there's a deep hole in the sidewalk. I see it is there, I still fall in, it's a habit. My eyes are open, I know where I am. It is my fault, I get out immediately. I walk down the same street, there's a deep hole in the sidewalk, I walk around it, and I walk down